Family. A young woman by the name Nawell Madani, a French Arab comedian, is under serious fire after she kicked a young black boy in his chest simply because he tried to pet her dog. Well, she's a public figure. These young boys had their father on standby. They felt they could walk up to someone they admire. These young boys felt they could walk up to her. Unfortunately, what they met wasn't what they expected. She defended herself. She said she was threatened by the young boy. Let's watch the video and then we'll come back to talk about it.
Y'all, listen to this. A French Arab comedian named Nawell Madani straight up kicked a 6-year-old black boy in the chest right there in the middle of Paris. A 6-year-old, let that sink in. And I don't care what anybody says this was about race, because if that child had been white or Arab, she would have never done that. You can tell when something comes from a place of bias, and this right here, that was exactly that. Now she's trying to defend herself, saying, "Oh, he tried to steal my purse. Girl, please." Multiple people said the little boy was just trying to pet your dog, the same dog that was sitting inside your purse. So you mean to tell me your instinct as a grown woman, as a mother, was to kick a 6-year-old child over that? Come on now. And what really gets me, she's a mom herself and her child is mixed, which just proves what we've been saying. Being close to black people doesn't mean you respect black people, because the way she reacted, that came from deep down. That's a mindset. At the end of the day, there's nothing she can say to fix this. She put her hands, well, her foot on a child, a black child. That's assault on a minor, plain and simple. And honestly, her career, it's done, canceled. Because we're not brushing this off, not this time. We're going to call it what it is, a racist act, and move on. Accountability is coming, and she's just going to have to deal with it.
Now, family, she's already facing serious backlash, massive backlash. She's been called out for accountability because these young boys saw their celebrity. Let's assume these young boys, now they were more than one, right, that wanted to go up to her, walk up to her for an autograph. But someone close to Nawell Madani told them to stay put where they were, not come close to her. But this young boy adored the pet she had with her. And the pet, as reported, was in her bag. She put the dog in her bag. This young boy tried to walk up to her to pet the dog, according to eyewitnesses. But she said she felt threatened and kicked the boy on his chest. This young boy, a 6-year-old, it was reported that the father was close by standing. You know, when you, as a parent, you see your children's celebrity, someone they admire so much, you'd want them to just go meet the celebrity, laugh with them, mingle with them, take an autograph. But that was not the case. The father was standing afar while he saw his children walk up to her. But all of a sudden, he saw his child being kicked by someone they admired, by a celebrity they admired. And then she comes up with the bull story that she felt threatened by a 6-year-old. A young boy who had pure admiration in his eyes for the pet that was in your bag. She said she felt threatened. Now, if it was an Arab child or a French child or a white boy, she would not do the same. But should we say because he's a black boy, that is why she did that? How will you kick a young child in the chest and you say you felt threatened? By who? By what exactly? His muscle? His eyes? His arms? Because he was coming close? Was there anything dangerous in his hand? Was he holding anything dangerous? Was he a threat? No, he wasn't. But she felt she could kick this boy because he isn't her skin color. Well, family, she came out with a statement that she felt threatened. She offered an apology, but she said she felt threatened. And we are asking the simple question, threatened by who? Threatened by what exactly? The color of the boy? Or what exactly? Why was she threatened? Now, what do you have to say about the story, family? This is on your table right now because it doesn't make any sense. A young boy comes up to you. He is it with a knife, any dangerous object. And the next thing you feel you should do as a celebrity is kick the young boy on his chest because you have the power to. And this isn't just about Nawell Madani. It's about the discrimination Black people face in France or any European country on a steady. Now, we have children facing this as young as that boy is, he has to go through that. How will he feel right now? I'm not sure he's going to trust any celebrity. He wouldn't want to walk up to anyone anymore because of what he encountered. But thank God he's a child. You know, children, they just veer off. They forget what you do to them. They come back to you to feel loved. But come on. And she felt comfortable doing that. Now, here's the twist, family. People aren't letting her off this time around because they said she did something similar in the past. So she has been doing this, but this time around, no one is letting her off the hook. She deserves to pay. If she has been doing it and getting away with it, I think it's high time she pays for all the nonsense she has been doing. Don't you think so, family? Especially to a young child. She deserves to face the law. And honestly, parents, protect your children when they run up to these celebrities who we know do not really fancy Black children or are unapologetically racist. Please protect your children from them. They shouldn't go close to them so they don't have such encounters. A child's love, kindness, and admiration is taken for violence. Now, if they see a white child walk up to them to take their autograph or do one thing or the other, take a picture, they would welcome that child. But imagine what they've turned our children to love into. Try to make them feel inferior, that they are not loved in their societies. Now, this shows how our children are actually being treated by these guys. So please protect your child. It's very, very important. And trust the media to downplay what she did, but trust social media. Once any clip is out, especially if it discriminates on any child or the Black people or Africans, trust the people to get justice. So this time they are not letting her off, right? She has done it before and she's going to face the law. What do you have to say about this story, family? The West always paint this kind of things as irrelevant. They trivialize it. But if it was them, oh my. You know what they're going to do, family? You know what they're going to do. Comment your thoughts and do not forget to share, like, subscribe, and turn on your notification button. And for more commentaries, download the Africa Diaspora News Channel app. My name is Lynient Akotonou.